Hello, everyone. It's Miss Dawn from the Kouts Public Library back with another story that we can sink our teeth into. But before we do that, we're going to start with our hello song. I have my drum with me, and when we get to the part where we tap out our name, my name is Dawn, so I get one tap. If your name is Drew, you get one tap. If your name is Fallon, you get two taps. Fallon. If your name is Leona, you get three taps. Leona. So, however many taps you get, go ahead and tap out your name. You can use your knees. If you have a drum at home, that would be fine too, whatever you want to. Are we ready? Hello, everyone. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Hello, everyone. Clap your hands today. Hello, everyone. Tap your name, tap your name, tap your name. Hello, everyone. Tap your name today. Dawn, let me hear you tap your name. Oh, that is terrific. Well, I love to eat crunchy, delicious apples. I like apples that are red and apples that are yellow and apples that are green. And I like to drink apple juice and apple cider. And I like to eat apple muffins and apple pies and apple cake. What's something you like to eat? Oh, that's a good one. What else? Oh, that's a great one. Absolutely. There's apple muffins. What did someone else say? Apple crisp. That's a wonderful one. There's all sorts of delicious things that you can eat with apple. Do you ever put peanut butter on your apples? Mmm, that's yummy. Oh, and how about cinnamon? Do you ever sprinkle a little cinnamon on your apple and eat? That's yummy too. This is Apple Farmer Annie by Monica Wellington. Annie is an apple farmer and she has a big orchard of apple trees. In the fall, she picks baskets and baskets of round, ripe apples. Has anybody been to an apple farm to pick your apples? Oh, I have too. That's a lot of fun. She grows many kinds of apples. She sorts them and she organizes them. Annie uses some of the apples to make sweet apple cider. We talked about how good that was. And she uses others to make smooth, delicious applesauce. Look at her helpers. Can you see her helpers right there? Oh, do you have helpers like that in the kitchen or do you like to help in the kitchen? That's wonderful. She loves baking muffins and cakes and pies with her other apples. But she saves the most beautiful ones of all to sell fresh at the market. She loads everything into her truck and drives to the city. Annie, the apple farmer, sets up her stand in the farmer's market. And she has here Roman beauties, red delicious apples, caramel apples. We forgot to mention those. Those are yummy. Applesauce cake, apple pie, apple cider, dried apples, Macintosh apples. She has all sorts of apples there. Lots of customers come to Annie's stand, and she is busy all day long. By the end of the day, she has sold everything and she packs up to go home. Annie is tired but happy. It feels so good to have her own apple farm. And you can see her helpers right there snuggled up beside her. And at the end of this book, there's a recipe for applesauce, apple muffins, and applesauce cake. Oh, so who's hungry for an apple? I am. I wish we had an apple tree near here that we could pick our apples. Oh, guess what? Way up high in the apple tree, three little apples smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple. Was it good? Way up high in the apple tree, two little apples smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple. Was it good? Way up high in the apple tree, one little apple smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came an apple. Was it good? Well, there was a little boy that was home, and he was bored. He said, Mom, I am so bored. And she said, I have something for you to do. Why don't you go outside and look for a house that is round and red with no doors and no windows, but a star inside? Huh, said the little boy. There is no such thing. But he was bored, so he went outside and he was walking and he saw Farmer Brown. He said, Farmer Brown, do you know of a house that is round and red with no doors and no windows but a star inside? Thought Farmer Brown. I'm so sorry, I don't know. So the little boy went on and he saw Bessie the cow and he said, Miss Bessie the cow, can you help me? I am looking for a house that is round and that's red and has no doors and no windows but a star inside. Thought Bessie the cow. I don't. I guess you'll just have to move along and ask someone else. So the little boy started walking and he saw Petunia the pig. He stopped and he said, Petunia the pig, do you know of a house that is round and red with no doors and no windows but a star inside? Bessie the pig thought for a while and she said, I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't, she squealed. So the little boy started walking along and he saw Mr. Owl. He said, Mr. Owl, Mr. Owl. Do you know what Mr. Owl said? Who's there? The little boy said, it is I. I have a question for you. Do you know of a house that is round and red with no doors and no windows but a star inside? Mr. Owl thought and he said, no, I don't. Oh, the little boy was so tired, and he sat at the base of the tree and he crossed his arms and stomped his legs, and an apple came down and fell on his head, and he picked it up and he said, oh, I don't know the answer to the question, but I am so hungry. So he picked up the apple and he went back to his mom's house and he said, Mom, I'm home. And she said, oh, look, what do you have? And he said, I have an apple. And she said, oh, you found the answer to the story. It's red, it's round, it has no doors and no windows. But the little boy said, but Mom, it doesn't have a star inside. And the mom said, just a minute. And she cut the apple like this. And inside there was a star. Oh, isn't that a fun story? What you can do with your apple, you can eat it and put peanut butter on there or cinnamon, but you can also dip it in paint. I have just red and green paint here. You can dip your apple in there and then on a sheet of paper, you can stamp your apple like this and make apple prints. You can use whatever color you want to, and then you can decorate it and hang it up. Well, thank you for coming along to that story. We're going to do our goodbye song now. Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Pat your belly, blink your eyes, blow a kiss, and say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Till next time.